Hello, 7th standard Cbse children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Welcome back to our video session. Today's video number is 9. Right? So far we have done 2 chapters as nutrition in animals and nutrition in plants. We have done nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals. Right? And then one sir gave description about nutrition in animals and transportation in animals, is it not? That detailed nutrition in animals we have seen. Transportation in animal after this lesson we will do in detail. So welcome back to our video session. Today is video number 9 as chapter chapter 10 Respiration in Organisms. Chapter today, chapter 10. I hope you understand. This is chapter 10 Respiration in Organisms. I hope you understand this. Then this respiration, what do we know? Respiration, what do we know? This is chapter 10. Chapter 10 Respiration in Organisms. Right? We have learned definition for respiration in lower classes. Is it not? Even last year we have studied. What is it? Can you recollect? Taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide is the process of breathing. I repeat, taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide is the act of breathing. Right? Suppose I am asking you to go round the playground in our school twice. I say 2 of you for 7th standard children, 2 boys, I am asking you to go round the playground in our school. We have this playground where we conduct assembly. I am asking you to go round that playground for twice. What happens? You will walk slowly or you will run in moderate speed? Yes or no? Sometimes you will walk slowly and sometimes you walk at moderate speed. Now I am asking you to increase your speed. What happens? You will do it and same time you feel the breathing is faster. Are you clear? I hope you can what is that? Experience that. Is it not? So you feel somewhat tired, is it not? You breathe fast. That is breathing. Where when we do some activities, same time when I am writing, when I am reading, we exert ourselves. We spend energy. Is it not? That is respiration. As respiration, it is the act of breathing. It is taking in oxygen, inhalation, giving out carbon dioxide, exhalation. It is also otherwise called inspiration and expiration. I hope you are listening. Now this respiration, it is as 3 steps, as external respiration, internal respiration and cellular respiration. What do you understand? External respiration, taking in oxygen, right? And then the oxygen taken in is shared between and exchanged between the blood cell, alveoli in the capillaries in the alveoli of lungs or the respiratory organ of lower organisms with the tissues. That is internal respiration. And then cellular respiration, where the respiration is the food, the energy that is stored is broken into usable energy, or we say made into usable energy. I hope you are listening. So this is respiration. Okay. So we say this respiration as this respiration as, listen, respiration. What do you know? I show you one picture. Here, running, reading, sleeping, swimming, lifting weight. I repeat. I show this: running, reading, sleeping, swimming, and lifting weight. For all these activities, energy is needed. All these activities, energy is needed. So we say living beings take in rich air. Living beings take in air rich in oxygen and give out air rich in carbon dioxide. The taking of oxygen rich air into our body is called inhalation or inspiration. And the giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide is called exhalation or expiration. Now the inhalation and exhalation together known as breathing. Right? Now the oxygen inhaled is used by all the cells in the body and to break down food and releases this energy. I hope you understand this. Now respiration is the process of using oxygen to break down food to release energy, carbon dioxide and water. To release energy, carbon dioxide and water. So respiration takes place in three phases as external, internal and cellular. So it is given external respiration is breathing and internal respiration is carrying oxygen to the cells and carbon dioxide out of the cells through the blood. That is internal respiration. Whereas cellular respiration is the breaking down of food or glucose within the cell in presence of oxygen to release energy. I hope you understand this. So this is three terms we are learning as inspiration, expiration and respiration. Now we say respiration and we have learned photosynthesis. Is it not? Nutrition in plants, we have learned about the process of photosynthesis. Okay. And that process of photosynthesis, it is a constructive process where food is stored in. Right? Same way in animal, when the animals take in food and getting digested, that is a constructive process. And that constructive process, it is also known as anabolism. That constructive process, it is also known as anabolism. Right? Now when this food that is stored in, it has to be made into usable energy and that is respiration. Okay? So the process of breakdown of glucose into usable energy, that is respiration. And that is called catabolism. That is known as catabolism. Right? So the act of anabolism and catabolism together known as metabolism. Together known as metabolism. Okay, so normally synthesis of anything that is included as biochemical reaction or metabolic reaction. In that, this anabolism and catabolism, it is also taken in as process, the delta process of respiration. I hope you understand this. Now there is a difference between respiration and breathing. What do we know? Respiration, there is release of energy at the end. Whereas in breathing, no release of energy. Okay, so I say release of energy at the end, no release of energy. Then it takes place inside the cells. Respiration occurs inside the cell, so it is intracellular process. Respiration, it is intracellular process. Intracellular process within the cell. Whereas breathing is extracellular process where it occurs between the organism and its environment. What does it mean? It is taking place between the organism and its environment. Organism na nama breathing. Environment na outside the atmosphere, taking in oxygen, giving out carbon dioxide. I hope you are listening. Then it is a biochemical process involving breakdown of food. It is respiration. Respiration is a biochemical process involving the breaking down of food. Whereas breathing is a physical process involving inhalation and exhalation. First, I am saying for respiration, it is that is release of energy at the end. It is intracellular process and then it is a biochemical process. I hope you follow this. Whereas breathing, no release of energy, intercellular process, extracellular process and physical process involving inhalation and exhalation. I hope you understand. So this is for respiration, introduction, otherwise we see. Okay. So in our book, respiration, it is said as Adela Ataduvare. Respiration, why do we respire? We need energy to break down. Okay, and then we are talking about this process as intracellular and extracellular respiration. I hope you understand. Then, go through difference, recollect difference between respiration and breathing. Difference between respiration and breathing. First, energy is released during respiration. It is intracellular process and then it is a biochemical process. Then we say here respiration. I asked you to go through run through the ground twice. I am asking you to go for a round twice. Is it not? So at the same time, the number of times an organism breathes in a minute is called as breathing rate. Otherwise, respiratory rate. So, we breathing rate. So, I say number of times an organism breathes in a minute is called breathing rate or respiratory rate. The average breathing rate of an adult human at rest is 12 to 20 times a minute. 12 to 20 times a minute. So the life process involved in the release of energy is called respiration. I hope you understand. Then it is said this respiration, there are different organs of respiration in different animals. There are organs meant for respiration in different animals. That I have given as organ for breathing. Now this organ for breathing in the lowest animals like amoeba, the respiration is through body surface. Lowest animals like amoeba, respiration is through body surface. Respiration is through body surface. Then, if this skin respiration is taking place through the skin, that is called cutaneous respiration. And the skin is moist in nature. Example, earthworm and frog. It is through the moist skin, cutaneous respiration. It respires through moist skin. So that is cutaneous respiration. Whereas this air hole, it is called trachea. This trachea is having an opening called spiracles. Now in insects, normally in the insects, cockroach and other insects, the body of this abdomen, they are having opening outside through a tracheal membrane like this. Trachea structure like this. Right? So here trachea is the respiratory organ proper in insects, and that trachea is opening outside through the opening called spiracles. I hope you understand. So that is for air holes. Whereas this gills, gills, typical example, fish. All aquatic animals breathe through gills. All aquatic animals, that is fish and tadpole of frog. Fish and tadpole of frog breathe through gills. Okay. Now gills are a small flap-like structure. Gills are having small flap-like structure. See here, gills. Breathing organ, these are the gills. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. These are the flap-like structure present in fish, aquatic animals. Okay. So normally it is said gills in fish help them to use oxygen dissolved in water. It breathes through oxygen dissolved in water. And gills are projections of the skin. And these gills help in breathing and are well supplied with blood vessels. Gills are well supplied with the blood vessels. What for? For exchange of gases. I hope you understand. So I repeat, there are many organisms which live in water and they breathe through gills. So gills in fish help them to use oxygen dissolved in water, and these are the projections of the skin. Okay, and these are supplied with blood vessels. I hope you understand. Same way, this insects that is given in our textbook, example cockroach. Okay, cockroach has small opening on the sides of their body. The sides of their body. And other insects, they are also having the same opening like this, right? And these openings are called spiracles. Now insects have network of air tubes that is called trachea. Trachea singular, tracheae plural, right? So insects have network of air tubes called tracheae for exchange of gases, and oxygen rich air rushes through the spiracles. Oxygen rich air rushes through the spiracles into the tracheal tubes. I hope you understand. And it diffuses into the body tissue, right? And it reaches every cell of the body. So I repeat, oxygen rich air enters through the spiracle and entering into the tracheal tubes and diffuses into the body tissue, right? And through that it reaches every cells of the body. I hope you understand. Same way, carbon dioxide is also collected from every cell and then goes back into the tracheal tubes and moves out through the spiracles. Right? So these air tubes or tracheae are found only in insects, group of insects. I hope you understand. So that is for cockroach has insects through the spiracles, whereas again here about gills in the book many aquatic animals respire through organs of special organs for respiration, that is called gills, right? In most fish, the gills are present on the sides of the body and are covered by a flap, and that flap is called apiculum. When fish opens its mouth, it takes in water with the dissolved oxygen, and when it closes the mouth, it forces the water into the mouth over the gills, which are richly supplied with blood capillaries, and it absorbs oxygen from the water and sends out carbon dioxide to the water. So this is for gill respiration. Okay. So we are talking about what? Air holes, trachea, which is leading into an opening called spiracles. So first, respiration, different organs we are discussing here. So first one, it is amoeba. In amoeba, it respires through body surface through simple diffusion. Through simple diffusion. Whereas skin, it is called cutaneous respiration. A technical term for skin respiration, it is called cutaneous respiration. Okay. And example, earthworm and frog. The earthworm, its skin is always moist in nature. So through the moisture present on its skin or its body, it is respiring by taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. Same way, this frog also, it is having on its body skin glands and then moisture in the skin. So here frog respires through skin also, that is called cutaneous respiration. Then air hole, trachea, spiracles, and then gills. They are nothing but skin flap supplied with blood capillaries. So when this fish other aquatic form, when they are breathing, they take in dissolved oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, right? And then is the lungs. Lungs respiration, it is called pulmonary respiration. Respiration through lungs, it is called pulmonary respiration. All higher animals, terrestrial form, animals living on land, they respire through lungs. That is called pulmonary respiration. Okay. Now in frog, we come across respiration through skin and then through the gills when it is in tadpole form, and then it also takes buccal respiration. Buccal respiration. Frog respires through mouth also, that is called buccal respiration. What does it mean? Sometimes this frog will open its mouth and then breathing. Yeah. Same time we take in oxygen, right? So that is buccal respiration. So in frog there are different types of breathing and its organ as first one, cutaneous respiration through moist skin, and then pulmonary respiration through the lungs, and buccal respiration through the buccal cavity. That is called respiration through buccal cavity, that is known as buccal respiration. I hope you understand. So this respiration, and all mammals, birds, reptiles and amphibians, they respire through lungs. All mammals, birds, reptiles and amphibian and terrestrial form will breathe through lungs. That is pulmonary respiration. I hope you understand. So now we will learn about the structure of lungs, and then we go in detail about the respiratory system in human. Now see this figure as respiration in fish. Can you see? Respiration in fish. So the red color part. There are blood capillaries. Respiration in fish, there are blood capillaries. I hope you understand. Then see these two, cutaneous respiration in frog. Cutaneous respiration. Another oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. That is external nostril here in frog. The skin mulama, carbon dioxide is given out. The diagram clear up. Oxygen is taken in, and then carbon dioxide is given out. I hope you follow this. So this is cutaneous respiration in frog. Are you clear? So now just summing up, say whether true or false. Respiration is the process of taking in oxygen to get energy without breakdown of food. Correct? Respiration is the process of taking in oxygen to get energy without the breakdown of food. Is it correct? It is false. The trachea in cockroach carries oxygen to different parts of the body. Trachea through spiracles. Yeah, that is. Then buccal cavity in frogs is used for breathing when they float in water. Buccal respiration. Then earthworm respire through gills. That is false. So earthworm respire through moist skin. I hope you understand. So respiration through lungs is known as cutaneous respiration. It is false, whereas respiration through the lungs, it is called pulmonary respiration. Respiration through lungs is called pulmonary respiration. I hope I am clear. The next one. Next, as see here in our textbook, as take page, have a textbook, page 108. Take page 108 in our textbook. Where does this energy come from? The person, the line, the payam overdraft figure. Where does the energy come from? The energy is derived from food. Very good. Energy is derived from food. Answer very good. Energy derived from food. Can you? Energy is derived from food. Page 108. Page 108. Where does energy come from? The energy comes from the food. Clear? That is, please make a note. Right? And can you say with your parents insist that you should eat regularly? Yes. Food gives us energy and builds our body. Food gives us energy and builds our body. If we do not eat regularly, we will suffer from bodily changes. Okay? So that cramp on the that. Now take table 10.1. Table 10.1. Page 110 letter in our textbook. Page 110. When I asked, what did you feel at the same time? I felt suffocated. Suffocated na I felt suffocated. Then how long were you able to keep both of them closed for 50 seconds, the activity, for 50 seconds, right? Now find out how many times you breathe in and breathe out. Normally we breathe in and breathe out 15 to 18 times in a minute. 15 to 18 times in a minute. Textbook page number 110, activity 10.2 we are discussing. Make a note. Now did you inhale the same number of times as you exhale? Inhalation. Exhalation. Okay? நம்ம சாதாரணமாக மூச்சு எடுத்து மூச்சு விடணும் இல்லையா? அது வந்து ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக மூச்சு எடுத்துட்டு ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக விடக்கூடாது. ரைட்? ஸோ சேஞ்சஸ் in breathing rate under different conditions. Changes in breathing rate under different conditions. Say for example, name of your classmate. ஒரு 4 பையனோட நேம், கேர்ள்ஸ்னால் 4 கேர்ள்ஸோட நேம் எடுக்கும். அது வேண்டாம். You just write boyனா 1 2 3. Same way girlsனா 1 2 3 னு எடுக்க போறோம். Right? Normal வந்து just write between 14 to 15. நம்ம லாக்டவுன்னால சொல்ல முடியாது. Then you have to brother or sister அவா கூட எழுதி சொல்லணும். Right? Normal breathing வந்து 14 to 16 டைம்ல. So 14, 15, 16 இந்த மூணுல ஏதாவது ஒரு நம்பர் ஃபில் பண்ணு. I hope you understand. Then breathing rate after a brisk walk for 10 minutes. அதுவும் நோட் பண்ணு. After brisk walk 100 meter. Running fast இருக்கும். Then at rest வந்து இது நார்மல் தான் இருக்கும். 14, 15, 16. I hope you understand. So, does this explain we feel hungry after a physical activity? வேகமாக எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு வந்தால பசிக்கும் இல்லையா? Yes, because after physical activity, we require energy. After physical activity, we require energy. Same way, when we feel drowsy, ரொம்ப டயர்டாக இருக்கும்ல தூக்கம் வராப்புல ஆர் டல்லாக இருக்கிறதா drowsiness. Does your breathing rate slow down? Yes, of course. When we feel drowsy, our breathing rate becomes slow. சரியா? Then, does your body receive sufficient oxygen? When we feel drowsy, our body does not get enough oxygen. I hope to follow this. Then, how does breathing rate vary during heavy exercise? How does breathing rate vary during heavy exercise? Now, during heavy exercise, breathing rate can rise up to 25 times. During heavy exercise, breathing rate can rise up to 25 times. I hope you understand this. So this is respiration. Then we have to continue with the structure of lungs and further mechanism of breathing. Yeah, that we will do. Before that, a chinna figure I want to show you in nutrition in animals. Nutrition in animals. உனக்கு அந்த வீடியோ வரும்ல அப்போது ruminant animals பாரு. Ruminant animals நான் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கேன்? Animals, otherwise grass eating animals, they are called ruminant animals. Grass eating herbivores are called ruminant animals. Yeah? So these grass eating herbivores, they have normal digestive system, 5 steps in digestive system as ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Yeah? Now at the same time, the digestive process in ruminant animals or grass eating animal, the structure of stomach is different as it has 4 chambers. And these 4 chambers are rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. நேற்றுக்கு சொன்னேன்ல வீடியோ நம்பர் 8 அதில் தான் இந்த பிக்சர் பாரு. இது வந்து ரூமன். ரூமன் இஸ் த மெயின் சென்ட்ரல் சேம்பர் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டமக். இது வந்து ரூமன், இங்கே ரெட்டிகுலம் தெரியுதா? அப்புறம் இந்த ப்ரௌன் வந்து ஓமாசம், கீழே ப்ரௌன் வந்து அபோமாசம். ஐ ஹோப் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். இப்போ இந்த ஃபிகரில் மவுத், buccal cavity, following that is the esophagus, then the stomach சொல்லிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ இந்த ஸ்டமக் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு சேம்பர் வந்து ரெட்டிகுலம். ஐ ஹோப் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட். First chamber reticulum, that is continued as rumen, okay, and then அப்படியே வந்து omasum, abomasum. Okay, so that abomasum is continued as small intestine, then large intestine. The figure தெரியுதா? 4 chambers சொல்லியாச்சு. எது எங்கே தெரியணும் இல்லையா? எப்படி? ஃபஸ்ட்டு esophagus continued as reticulum and then rumen, omasum, abomasum. ஸோ நீங்கள் வந்து சேம்பர்ஸ் படிக்கிறது எப்படி படிக்கணும்? சேம்பர்ஸ் படிக்கிறது ரெட்டிகுலம், ரூமன், omasum, abomasum. I repeat, reticulum, rumen, omasum, abomasum. I hope you understand. So this is for the rumen, stomach description that I want to do it. And then நம்ம லெசனில் பேஜ் 11 பாரு. செகண்ட் லெசன் பேஜ் 11. page 11 அதில் வந்து textbook questions-ல components of food சொல்லி கொடுத்தாச்சு சரியா and then 2.1 நான் உனக்கு சொல்லியாச்சு இது name of the animal, kind of food, mode of feeding that we have learned. I hope you understand this. And then about table in 2.2 book எடுத்துக்கோ table 2.2 la types of teeth I remember saying that இல்லையா நான் ஒரு just go through பண்ண தெரியல yes sir see now there is a question, can we survive only on raw leafy vegetable or grass? Grass eating animals only grass only chapter based on that is given. Can we survive only on raw leafy vegetable or grass? என்ன சொல்றது human cannot survive only on raw leafy vegetable because to live in a healthy life we need complete balance of all nutrients. என்னெல்லாம் components of food as carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. Okay? So raw green vegetables may have, and also raw green vegetables may have cellulose which cannot be digested by us. I repeat, raw green vegetables may have cellulose which cannot be digested by us. So only green leafy vegetables will not solve our purpose to keep our body healthy. I hope you understand. This I want to note down by me. Are you clear? So this is what this one. Then one more I want to say in respiration. Respiration that I will have separate video session to discuss all these question answers. You need to have it. Okay. So then respiration. Namande so far enna padichirkom. What is respiration? Chilla. What is respiration? Then one nimasham. So we conclude this video number 9. What is respiration? First, breathing, taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, and it is also known as inhalation or inspiration and exhalation or expiration. Okay? And then respiration is taking place at 3 levels. One is external, then internal, third cellular. What I said, external na inspiration, expiration. Internal na the oxygen taken in has to be taken to the tissues and it has to be exchanged with the muscles. Blood capillaries in the alveoli. Yeah, that is internal respiration. And then cellular respiration, where the food stored as energy has to be broken into usable form, has to be made into usable form. Where I said about anabolism and catabolism. Anabolism is storing of energy in plants by the process photosynthesis in animal food taken in and digested. That is anabolism. Whereas catabolism is the breakdown of glucose into usable energy. That forms the catabolism. And these two together forming metabolism. So all biochemical reactions with this anabolism and catabolism together forming metabolic reactions. I hope you understand. Yeah? Then we'll say about organs for breathing: skin, cutaneous, air hole, spiracle, and then gills, aquatic form, and then in the pulmonary respiration. Just go through. This was. So this is organs of breathing, right? And in frog, it is also taking buccal respiration. I hope you understand. Huh? So this is for organs of breathing. Then we will continue with the structure of lungs. We will continue with structure of lungs and mechanism of breathing as respiratory system in human. Okay. So we will continue in the next video session. Have a nice day. Thank you.